People imagine the moon falling to Earth like a movie scene. A big rock drops, boom, everything explodes, end of story. That's lazy thinking. Reality is far more brutal and far more interesting because the moon wouldn't fall like a stone. It would betray us slowly, long before it ever touched the ground. The first sign wouldn't be fire or impact. It would be the oceans losing discipline. The moon controls Earth through gravity. It's the silent general behind every tide. The moment the moon starts moving closer, the oceans stop obeying their old rules. Tides wouldn't rise a little. They would stretch upward like living walls of water. Coastal cities wouldn't get flooded. They'd get pulled. Entire seas would crawl inland, drowning continents before anyone understands what's happening. Then comes the second phase. Earth itself starts to deform. Most people don't realize this, but Earth isn't solid like steel. It's flexible. The moon already pulls on our planet slightly. As it gets closer, the ground begins to rise and fall by meters. Earthquakes wouldn't come in waves. The entire planet would be shaking constantly. Mountains crack. Fault lines tear open. Civilization collapses before the moon ever shows up in the sky. Now here's the part no one talks about. The moon wouldn't stay intact. As it approaches, Earth's gravity would tear the moon apart. It would stretch, crack, and break into massive fragments, forming a ring of destruction around Earth. Those fragments would rain down like a global meteor storm, not once, but continuously, turning the atmosphere into a furnace. And if a large piece did hit, it wouldn't be an explosion like a bomb. It would be planetary erasure. The energy released would melt the surface, boil the oceans, and eject chunks of Earth into space. Not extinction, reset. A clean slate written in fire. But here's the real truth, the uncomfortable one. If the moon ever fell toward Earth, humanity wouldn't die screaming. We'd die confused. Power grids would fail. Satellites would fall. Communication would vanish. People would argue online while oceans climb walls. Leaders would give speeches while the ground bends beneath their feet. Most people wouldn't accept reality until reality physically lifts them off the planet. The moon doesn't need to hit Earth to end us. It only needs to come close enough to remind us how fragile control really is. The universe doesn't attack loudly. It corrects quietly. And when it does, no amount of belief, technology, or ego negotiates gravity. That's the final lesson. Not fear, not drama, just physics, patiently waiting its turn.